Thank you kindly, Alex. Yes, Henry, are you ready for the action here? Because this is going to be the fnatic playground.
I'm so ready. I want to see JW come online. They've got a double HE set up here in the pistol. They're dumping those towards Banana. I would imagine that's the case. Bit of typing going on, but that's just to have fun. So we're all good to go. Broland sets himself out at the half forward, the CZ in hand. A great weapon on those tight choke points. And indeed, they have the grenades at the top of the B bomb site. And it's going to be in the back pockets of Golden and Flusher. Flashbang towards B. This could be explosive, to say the very least here, Samler.
Oh, 2 up Banana as well.
That's going to work out so well. This is going to do a load of damage.
If they push up top, though, that's the thing. They're waiting for contact. Flash is ready. There's the spot. Beautiful shot here from Broland. That's what we expect from him. Boom! There it is. Big nades. Yeah, that's a rough one if you're Renegades.
Yeah, great setup from fnatic there. Innovative and exciting as they manage to get a 4-on-3 advantage, but still 2 smokes here for Renegades. Standard positions for them, CT spawn and the coffins, of course. Flashbangs to come over, and we'll see if they can pull this one off. It's going to be a rough one for Golden. No bullets connecting. Flusher gets 1, but only a little bit of damage there towards JKS. Should be a plan here. Golden can't deny it, and there it is. Bomb plant, at least have Krieg to the next round, and there it is, a 3-on-3. Great footwork there from Azza.
Oh, that was excellent. Great opportunity there. JKS going to get the spot as well, hoping perhaps to pick up something that could do a one-shot headshot, but up close, JW is going to be at risk. And there it is. JKS takes the fight to JW. The hesitation for JW not panning out. Flusha, full focus. Let's see if he can continue the streak from the knife round, looking for more kills. They do have a kit on Cribs. He's going to get a bullet to the face, though. He's got a peek, and just a picture-perfect hold from Renegades.
Really impressive stuff there. fnatic had all the advantages they needed. That B HE stack really worked out for them. They managed to get it down to a 4 versus 3. They had players in position, but the rotations were good. The flanks were promising, but it was JKS that shuts it all down towards a banana position. This is the pick of fnatic. They're going to be forced by in the second round here on the CT side of Inferno. It really is map dependent, and depending on how many kills you get. I like this on Inferno, though. Maybe not so much with Deagles. I prefer CZs with the smokes, to be honest. Yes. But as long as you have the 5 smokes, you can hold off and run down the clock. You can make them under pressure and make things uncomfortable, as we'll see 2 Kriegs here, 3 Mac-10s, and a default setup from Renegades as they get decent banana control. That's Azza at the very top.
At least they're going in pairs with the rifles as well. JKS there with Jacob, so he will be in a position to trade. Broland holding close, though. And this is well within the lethal range for MP9s. He can mow them down as they come through, so this could get a little bit scary here. But Renegades deciding now's the time to go. Straight into Broland's waiting arms, and up close and personal. Oh, messes up the spray, though. Not able to convert. Jacob going to find the 1, and it is going to be Cribs going to work in the pit. 2 left alive here for the Renegades. Bomb is committed to this as well. It's down to the pit, and so JW looking for more. Hoping to win it, but he's not going to. Azza shuts him down. HE lobbed in, but to no avail. It's a 2-on-2. And the edge is definitely here for Renegades. They're the ones with the guns, and somehow total whiff there from JKS. Where's the bomb? Bomb is back in pit. Azza looking to take out Flusha. Barely does it. So close.
Damn, what happens now? So, towards quad, that's where Golden resides. Azza, great positioning, though. I think he wins this one, and by the skin of his teeth this time. It felt like Crims and Co. had done enough there. A brutal crossfire towards the apartment's position. They had the advantage, but Azza holds his nerve once again. He's won a couple of those for them so far. It's 2-0. That was the full investment from the Swedes as well. 2-0, more than likely going to be 3, as I'll have to take a full eco here. Nothing can really be invested. They get 1 HE grenade for JW. But that's about it. They've spent $300 in this round. A Deagle and 4 grenades in total. So a last-second decision there to bombard either banana or the bottom of middle. Looks like they'll do late grenades down towards the latter. We'll see how this one pans out for them.
That's unfortunate timing. Doesn't quite manage it there, Crims. Oh, long-range shots from Flusha, though. Gets the punish on Azza. That's one of the rifles down as well. That's an AK, but they're not going to wait around for it. What is this? JKS goes charging in. He only had a Mac-10, though, so JW doesn't have a whole lot to work with here. And Jacob definitely going to have the advantage when it comes to that fight. So eventually catches JW lurking. But there's a rifle at the bottom. Exactly. Golden's gone to pick up the AK, so if he can hold on to that for the next round, that would be great. Don't even peek. Just back off and T-spawn and check out until the next one.
It was a close one. The USP is doing much more than you'd expect, to be honest with you there. They get a couple of kills. They've managed to save the AK-47. That's not a bad round, all things considered. In the context of round number 3 there, they've done all right. Flusher might be able to get one more here. Might not be able to recover the weapon, but if you can take one more scalp down with him, it would be certainly beneficial and influential going forward. As he holds towards the apartment right now, you can survive in the pits. And Liaz detects his presence towards the apartments. There it is. 3 players survive for Renegades. The bomb's planted right at the back. You don't even have to tuck yourself in the corner. It does a lot less damage in that position. That's why Gratisfaction's jumping around. And we get it to round number 4. And it will be a nice start here for Renegades. They have a Mac 10 for Jacob. So will there be players without helmets here? It looks like they're actually pretty well covered on the fnatic side. 4 M4s. Remember, they got the AK saved, but that helps things out. Golden will have $2,800 in terms of residual cash. First going round here, and they get rid of the Mac 10. They go for 5 rivals there, looking to continue the streak.
I'm liking that. You got the money in the bank.
Yeah.
Just lock it down here. Don't give him any options. You could use Jacob as the sacrificial lamb, but if he has an AK, dude, he's warmed up. He's made so many plays on Mirage. Just let the guy keep running. He's got great form going right now. So Renegades in the lead, 3-0 on T-side. Fnatic looking to turn it around. More nades getting bombarded through. Not quite going to find the value, though. Liaz is down to 50 HP, but that was from damage dealt before. And now they're going to take the top banana control here. Renegades just slowly moving their way up. Now that they've got it, it's going to be on Fnatic to try and figure out what's going on here from Renegades. You can be very systematic on Inferno. It's one of those maps on the T side where you can just go zone by zone, take this away, take this away, take this away. Now the CTs are stuck on the sites, and they have no idea where we're coming from. So
Very true.
I like this play here from Crims, though.
Yeah, got himself up on the ledge here. The windowsill, seeing wherever he can get the first kill towards Boiler. And actually, it's going to be Renegades falling all the way back here. The problem is they haven't got mid-control here, so a rotation should be happening towards B right about now. There it is, JW making his way through Speedway because Crims has that vision towards Boiler in middle. He can tell JW, yeah, you can probably start making your way over. Back up the 2 players waiting, but there's still a lot of work to be done. They have the numbers there. They still need to land their shots. JW with no damage at all. He'll have to reload. Both his teammates go down, Semler. That's a save already, surely.
Yeah, back off and save. JW trying to be the hero. Keeps a few bullets, and they are not able to punish. No reason to go charging through the smoke.
Yeah, I was going to say, why are they going for this? They are going to fall back in the end. That would have just been a death sentence.
Now that's so painful. Now they're losing the 3rd rifle. Can't even go for a drop strat now.
They could have fallen back 10 seconds before they did. I don't know what they were hoping to achieve there. Like they weren't going to really affect the money of Renegades. They're going to be 4th in the row now. Either way, JW does give himself up. No point dwelling on it now. Crims and Brolan will try and save their AK and M4. They're both towards the A side. You don't really want to go hunting. Yes, Renegades have a great start here. But if you remember, like NIP really were trailblazers of this sort of approach, especially when Threat was the coach. When you let them save a couple of weapons, you're almost inviting them to force buy into the next round and destroy their own finances, which is actually quite a valuable asset because they've got 6K on Golden. So they can force into this one fully, leave themselves with nothing, and then go forward with a very difficult setup.
He goes for the op as well.
Yeah, so they are going to force into this. It's actually pretty decent buy overall. JW with a glass cannon, unfortunately, but it's enough. He needs to really start landing some shots, though. We didn't see him at all in Mirage.
Yeah, I think so. He was bottom of the scoreboard. But this is one of those maps where JW used to dominate with the AWP. It's been a while, but he's got it in him. He's got it in him to hit those shots, play with the aggression. So he decides to set up shop in mid right now. Worried about second mid. Oof, nice nade on Liaz. Again, the nade pressure here from Fnatic, they're so good at it. They are getting value. Liaz down to half, and he hasn't even seen anybody yet. Then they like to play this fairly passively, giving up top banana. And so once again, Renegades very early on in the round have top banana control. But this time they aren't messing around going over towards A. This time they're all gathered up here. They are ready to go. Flash in, no follow-up possible there from Flusha. And all the mollies, all the smokes, they have everything they need for a full execute onto the B side here, Renegades. Fnatic are playing it so carefully. No aggression out of the Swedes. They're just hanging back, waiting to see if Renegades peek out towards mid. There's a little bit of a crossfire potential there for Fnatic, but they're just playing blind. They've got nothing to go off of. All the nades are going to come cascading into the B site. Only 2 players here, so you have to hope that Golden and Flush are going to be able to pull something off here.
Well. The B bomb site has been the chosen target here for the Renegades, making their way through. Golden does find the first frag. Finally an advantage for Fnatic. Extends the lead and looks for a third. Not going to land it, but Flusher certainly will. 4-on-2 now. JKS and Gratisfaction. 2 big performers for Renegades. Do pull a kill back. Bomb to be planted. JW swings round. AWP in hand, and oh my goodness, that's more like it from JW. Getting the wall bang through the coffin, sends Gratisfaction to his grave, and now JKS, the clutch master of Renegades, left in a 3 versus 0.
There it is. Krieg picked up. They're going to get the saves. Everybody gets upgraded. And fnatic make it work. What a perfect setup, though.
Yeah.
Flusha and Golden working so well together. Flusha with the pop flash. Golden just taking them out one after the other.
Yeah.
That was super sick.
Much more like it.
Yeah.
More of that, please. Let's start stepping up. They need to find these opening kills. They need to work off each other. You can see Golden, lovely position there. Swings it just as the flashbang comes out as well. Really well timed. Great stuff. He is a fantastic fragger, but money is still a burden here. It's Flusha. To be fair, in his hands, it's like a nuclear missile, the UMP. He can make it work, so we'll see whether that's going to hold them back at all. JW, close to finding that opening frag. No dice.
Flusha's got to be careful. They are committing the nades once again towards Banana, but this time Renegades have elected to just completely give it up, and this is going to be big here for fnatic. They're getting a lot of information, pushing aggro down Banana. It was a smoke at bottom Banana early for fnatic. Throwback to older days on Inferno, and Renegades change of pace. Straight out onto A. No holds barred, no fear. Get in there, find the kills, and it's Crims to find the first. He gets traded immediately. JW trying to find an angle here, but he hasn't quite managed it. Brolan stuck in pit.
Oh, what a great molly that is. He'll avoid the flames for now, but it makes things very uncomfortable. That even more so. Headshots all over the place. You got to save again here. You can't even consider challenging a 4-on-2 with the bomb down.
Save the UMP.
Yeah, well, that's about as good as it gets at this point, I'm afraid. The UMP will have to be saved. Flusha takes a flash to the face, and at this stage, what do you even do? Looking for players that are being a bit greedy and hunting him, but they don't need to. They're fine. They're happy. They can survive. Remember, the bomb's planted at the back. They can sit by the pit. They won't go down with the explosion. Flusha's hoping the explosion will maybe throw a rifle in his position, and he can pick that up. That's about as good as it gets, but the bomb will do significant damage to him. He'll have to pull back, and he won't get anything. He will save the UMP.
But this is good. Just look at the money right now for fnatic because of the loss bonus and how that's working out for them.
Yeah.
They saved 2, so they're still going to get a buy. It's not like they're just going to get railroaded here.
That's absolutely true. They will buy into this one, that's for sure. Flash up will get full utility. Got the odds coming in from GG.bet. We've gone for a more noir approach here, changing things up. Bit of innovation. Here we go then. Saved Krieg and a UMP enables a buy. Crims, decent edge at the start, but only tickles Leas down to 96. Those flames are going to hurt though.
Ooh. Man, Grad has not been having a fun time in Banana. He is definitely a fried plantain right now. Every round he's getting toasted. Oh, and there's an HE as well. Here has some shrapnel. Not the sprinkles he was looking for. And that is a painful way to get top Banana, but at least fnatic are punishing Renegades. Renegades seems to be the trend right now. Get control of top Banana early and then progress from there. So fnatic are rightfully punishing them for it, using the utility and making Renegades earn it. So Gratisfaction down to 22 HP. 5-1 Renegades in the lead. Minute on the clock right now. And they're wrapping back over towards mid. So they've got that Banana control. Renegades now looking to spread out their influence here on the rest of the map. Nice initial shot there from Crims. He gets traded, though. JW takes down Jacob, but JKS right there immediately with the answer. And now they've left the sleeper agent up there. JKS, he's going to be chilling out in mid, and fnatic have no way of knowing what's going on now.
45 seconds remain. JKS in a prime position. They'll be smoking off the arch side for him, and they'll go for a classic creamy banana split perhaps here, setting it through spawn. We'll see whether that's going to be the case. They're actually starting to reposition. You like that one?
No, I just had this image of Moses crashing through the wall like Kool-Aid Man.
It's always back to Jason.
No, Moses, no. Not right now.
We don't want you right now. They are going to avoid the B split, the banana split, sorry. And we'll be back into a pretty classic B execution. Molotov towards the new boxes, and Golden, he will have the Krieg at the back. Critical precision. He gets them 2 kills. 9 seconds remaining on the clock here. Bomb has to be scrambled towards the side. There's half the plant, and JKS to be the bodyguard. Luckily, he's got 100 HP. But can he find the player through the smoke? Flush it down to 28. Oh, actually, wait, what? They won. I was so focused on the fact they were going to take him out. That, yeah, I guess that everyone's a bit confused. Yeah, fist bumps.
Oh, I thought he had just got it down in time.
Me too.
That was so sick as well, diverting Flusha's fire onto himself there.
I didn't even consider that was an outcome.
Oh, that is such a shame. That would have been such a clutch play there for Renegades. Great play there from fnatic, obviously, running down that clock. 2 rounds on the board now for fnatic, and that's so important, obviously. They're on the CT side, so they want to be getting a few more rounds in.
Yeah, this is getting difficult for them out there.
Tough break there for Renegades.
Yeah, like it looked like they had it timed to perfection there. 4 seconds on the clock, as far as I was aware. Plant came through, the sprays coming in. They probably don't win the round regardless, but it would have given them an extra $800 per player. They probably would have got a couple of kills in the retake situation. So certainly not ideal. But still, as you mentioned, they're 5-2 up on their T side of Inferno. We had this earlier when North on the server. Inferno's not what it used to be. It's not like the 12 rounds at CT side, we can bring this back on our CT forces. It's much more equal these days, like 8-7s happen quite often. So you want to obviously, this goes without saying, get as many rounds as you can on the T side. You don't want to be giving up situations where you've got the advantages for sure. And we'll see 5 rifles once again. fnatic, sure, they won the previous round, but still limping into this one. No sniper available for JW, but he wasn't exactly performing with the weapon in the previous map. Maybe this is a better outcome for them. We will see.
Possibly. Jacob ready to take over mid, hoping that somebody's going to play aggro. Just hoping that JW walks in there. So I was trying to make a play, but JW's playing it careful. Arch side of T. We're going to get a little bit more of an execute from Renegades this time. Unfortunately for them, they haven't really run into the hard setup exactly because Crims has been boosted, and Renegades hadn't run into that yet, so they didn't have that information, and Crims gets full value. So a man advantage for fnatic, 4v3. And now Renegades with a bomb over towards B, but that's a fresh smoke going down at the entrance. That's going to really buy some time. Gratisfaction making some noise over here. Still trying to draw attention to himself over on the A side, not wanting to let fnatic be able to rotate over, but fnatic right now are trusting in their defense.
4 versus 3, 45 seconds remaining. Golden, that was a precarious position to put yourself in, especially with that noisy M4A4 Gratisfaction trying to get away with low health. Great movement to survive, but 3 versus 3 now. One player waiting on that B side. That's flusha, but what a player he can be. No utility to his name, but he has got 100 health and an M4A4. Great timing. Doesn't quite find Liaz, but does enough damage to justify himself falling back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Liaz with a nade in his hand, too. Couldn't happen at a worse time. This is really difficult. Yep, for Crims. Facing a Krieg long range. Last place you want to be is the CT, but flusha! No fear from him. Charges in, finds the kill. Man advantage now for fnatic going into the retake. And there is Gratisfaction sitting at the top of Banana, ready and waiting for Brolan on the flank. 2 players here on CT, though. Liaz in a position now where perhaps he can play with the shades.
Oh, this is so big. Oh, the timing.
Thought he was coming in. He was looking at the shadows and he thought he was coming in.
Yeah.
That's so tough.
That's big from flusha. The patience there, waiting for his teammates to make sure they're in position, ready for the retake there. He's not overcommitting, he's not challenging. He's waiting for a mistake to be made, the jiggle peek, just to kind of bait out those shots. And fair play, because Grat's so low, he's just trying to get any kill he can at that point. Try to find a killing blow. It doesn't work out. And even with the bomb planted, I feel like Renegades should be on an eco now. And indeed, as at CZ, same story for Grat. So this is where fnatic can start to sink their teeth in. And flusha, what a round this was. Fantastic shot towards the back, baits out the shot, punishes Liaz for the miss, and then gets the final kill as well. Great stuff.
Yeah, he's such a monster. You're thinking Asa in that position with the Krieg. He's going to annihilate anybody who shows in CT. But flusha, no fear. Confident that he would win the duel, gets the job done, and now it's 5-3. fnatic still trailing. But we have a half-buy coming in here from Renegades. So a few nades, pistols, and probably looking for some kind of explosive play out onto a bomb site here. Could get a cascade out of A. So far, just a bit of a presence mid. fnatic making good use of their grenades, though, to really slow things down here for Renegades. Now it's a question. It's looking like they're even going to go ahead and hard bet on the A side here, fnatic. Because they've rotated flusha off of B. Now some hesitation on his side. He's kind of hanging around. JW is going to be in a bit of a tight spot here in a moment. Yep, full flash. Makes it around the corner, just barely in time. Now he's going to go for the face, and they're going for the sandwich. Renegades trying to barrel through here on this defense. flusha in the open, and he doesn't get anything. JKS and Asa finding the 2 kills. And now this puts fnatic in a real tight spot. Golden, he's got that Krieg, but he's going to get sandwiched in. CT side and Banana. He's got nowhere to go, and they've spotted him, and he gets both. Unreal.
Yeah, that's big. See if Liaz can do anything about this. He'll recover the bomb, but surely he has nothing to say about this round. Trying to catch them out, trying to get Crims in a difficult position. He gets the M4A4, somehow gets a frag as well. I would say hightail it towards the A side of this stage. 30 seconds remaining, he's realized it, and off he goes. There will be a rotation, however, from Brolan. Trying to work out the play. You can see him looking to his teammate's screen, trying to work out where they're positioned. At this point, Liaz just needs the plant. They need to get strong money back in their favor once again. Bomb planted. Very little chance Liaz can win this, but if he gets 1 kill, there's a chance. But Brolan, well positioned, well played. 5-4. fnatic starting to get on their feet here.
Yep, they are starting to get that ball rolling. But you're right, you hit the nail on the head. The bomb is the real win there for them because they had a half buy, so they're going to get the maximum money possible in this round. And now you're going to have a serious buy coming in here from Renegades after that. We're going to get the Kriegs. We're going to get the AKs. We're going to get all the nades. And so fnatic now, this is going to be a bit of a tight spot for them. Their money is not super fantastic on their side. JW committing to the AWP as well. I think that got dropped by Brolan.
Yeah, I think so.
So
it's stuff from Golden. Very calm. Such a great,
clean.
well-rounded player.
Yeah, glad to see him back in action.
Yeah, he's had a turbulent career, but I feel like he's got a prosperous one ahead of him now. It looks like he's found his place.
Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Let's see it. Nice. Oh, the trade. Gratisfaction. That was sick. I thought Crims was going to get away scot-free there. 1-for-1 trade, and as you know, that always favors the T side, spreading out that defense. Renegades with 4 in second mid, though. They're ready to go through. Don't leave the bomb alone, though, please. There we go.
Well, if you're a Renegades fan at this point, you want to get your skates on towards that A side. That's where you found the pick, but you can see a bit of a gamble with fnatic, leaving one player in the form of Golden, along with the Krieg. He's done well there so far. Flash attack towards A, and it's a great shot there from Liaz. But still, the trades continue here. CT's isolated by the smoke. JW, though, we need to see some big kills from him. He's boosted up, detected by JKS, taken down, and now they know exactly where the second player will be, just behind that smoke, and they can hold him at bay with bullets. Speculative, of course, but that could be enough.
Hold him at bay with bullets.
Yeah.
A hail of bullets.
That will do it.
Man advantage, too. So, Flusha hanging around. If he can get a pick quick here, early, turn it into a 2v2, things can get interesting, but Gratisfaction doesn't even give him a chance. That's brutal.
Yeah, great shot. And Renegades, after giving up just 3 in a row, will answer back finally. 3 players to survive as well. You mentioned the fnatic catch wasn't exactly fantastic. Flashbang really catches Golden in the face there. At this point, desperate for a kill. Oh, the movement. I think he second-guessed himself a little bit. Didn't realize exactly where he was. A little bit discombobulated after the flashbang. And now Krim, $1,700. Brolan, $1,900. They don't have a buy here, Semlo. And it's not quite enough to do a full eco either. What's the call? Oh, Golden. They're going to be, yeah, they're fully invested. That's what I thought they were going to do, because it was just enough to justify a partial, but it would have been still a ropey buy going forward. It would have been really difficult to recover from. They need a bit of a miracle here. They got 1 rifle, 4 pistols, but JW and co, they can make this work.
Flusha and Golden both have HEs, so we'll see. Do they commit the HEs down to Banana again? Not quite. They were holding on to him initially. And in the meantime, heavy presence short for fnatic, but they are going to be backing off. So Renegades, again, will get control of top Banana. And I'm liking this approach here from Renegades. Take your time. You don't quite know what you're up against yet. You've seen HEs, but in terms of weaponry, so they're going to be slow and methodical about it, and I do appreciate seeing that from Renegades on the T side. 6-4, Renegades in the lead, T side, minute 15 on the clock.
Pop flash for Gratz as he waits towards the underpass. His teammates will push just after that flash comes in. Nice work. It's advantage fnatic. It's the rifle that strikes first. Exactly what you want. Now they can start repositioning, start getting under the skin here of Renegades. 2 players still towards B. We'll see if fnatic can really make this round work. Azza trying to creep through the smoke towards the arch. Great flashbang. Gives up JW's position at least.
Yeah, but that was such a sick bait and switch. Oh, you think you're fighting a pistol, are you? Nah. There's an M4 here. And now you got a 2-man advantage. Flusha trying to get that smoke down in time. Is he going to manage, actually? It does look like Renegades are going to give up instead of running through. Flusha had really set a trap for him, and now JW, bottom of mid. There's the one, going to get traded, but he did his job. 2-man advantage now for fnatic, and they are whittling down the offense. Renegades are really struggling. 20 seconds on the clock, and they have to get into a bomb site. And they're saving.
Well then.
Interesting.
They've got smokes, a flash, and a Molotov, and I suppose JKS can still drop into the next round. So it won't be a full buy, but it's better than what they would have if they just ran in and died. So that's going to be CZs, Deagles, and the M4 JW. We said we haven't seen much from him so far, but that is such a huge round for them to pick out. This could have been curtains for them if they'd have given this round up. He saves the day with 2 massive frags, and he had the confidence to push down middle there after getting the information. They were probing towards B. He's an off angle, an awkward one. Sure, he only gets 1 kill, but that's enough to force him into a save. And now, Renegades, I'm almost certain I'll take a tactical timeout yet. I haven't called it just yet. You'd think they would at this point.
Surprised that Kassad isn't calling for it.
Yeah, I would have thought this sort of the round, you definitely would want one with a UMP out for sure, but still, they seem happy with this.
All right, let's see it. JW. Race car scout straight out into mid, looking for it, but no shots just yet. No targets just yet. Once again, Renegades very intent on taking banana control. This has really been the step-by-step from them. Golden just caught out in the middle of nowhere. Perfect flash right over the top. We've seen that flash used so many times, and it's so effective. If you're in banana and you're CT, you are in for a rough time. So a man advantage now. Beautiful work from Brolan, though. Spots out Jacob, who was lurking. Brings it back to a 4-on-4, and so a minute 15 on the clock. Still a situation that favors Renegades, but fnatic are giving themselves the best odds possible here.
Yeah, absolutely true. 1 minute coming up on the clock here. 4 players for the Renegades towards top of middle. Flashes exchanged. This is a huge swing round for both teams. Whoever gives this one up will force our opposition to essentially an eco, depending on the bomb plan and save situation, but that's the overall narrative of round 12 here. We have 4-man commitment, and Crims absolutely nailed satisfaction there. Bro is definitely getting a kill. Maybe not. 40 seconds remain. Crims have to do more work here, but he's rising to the occasion. No HP before JKS and his teammate as it's dropped. They'll have to plant, and at this point, that's about as good as it's going to get.
Let's see it, JKS. You've had the clutch in you in the past. Now you're going to have to find it. Flush up, peeked out, done, and Crims. Well done on the side of fnatic. Bomb plant for Renegades. They'll get that bonus money, but they lose the round, and this is going to put them in a tight spot. Really interesting. I mean, in terms of the decision-making there to keep challenging.
Yeah.
Without the bomb planted, right, when you have control of the site. This interesting decision-making there from Renegades. I'm wondering if they're starting to feel it a little bit in these key rounds. And now we are going to get that timeout, but it's a round late. They do have a little bit of money because of the bomb plant.
Yeah, but it's what,
yeah,
3,200 on Jacob? Like, when you've got a 6-6 sort of situation here, you don't need the forces, right? Sure, like there's an argument to be made that the money's not exactly established on Fnatic's side, but I'd rather be winning the rounds with everything I need and running the strats we've been running in practice and have been working for us. We don't need to steal rounds away of a 6-6 scoreline. We should be focusing on the bigger picture. I think a half buy here would be spot on. And I see Mac 10's being purchased. With, oh no, Jacob's gone all in. I was about to say that would be perfect, but Jacob's go down to $100.
They're going for it, man. What are they going to? I mean, a Krieg on JKS. What is Gratisfaction?
It's enough to win a round, but it's like I just don't think this is the round they need to win. But Gratz got a Mac 10 as well. They're all in. 4 Mac. This has to be something very quick.
Let's dance. Let's dance. And fnatic fully equipped, fully prepared on their side of things. Only Flusha without the kit. That's because he's broke. And Brolan straight in. Instant shot. He got roasted, but he still manages to get that kill on Jacob. That was sick. So clean. And now, once again, pressure top banana. Asa waiting for it. Flusha still giving ground, trying to bait for Golden, who's still hanging around. And Golden going to be able to get out of here. It takes a lot of nade damage, though. Good job softening him up here. Good use of the utility here from Renegades. So once again, top banana control for Renegades. And 3 here for fnatic, though. They are ready for this. This is going to get brutal for the Renegades when they decide to commit in here to the B site. They are going to get mowed down in droves. Flusha flashed, smoke's going down. JW gonna get spotted. JW run right over, trying to go for the nade, and it was a second too late. Now Golden in position, finds the first, but he's gonna be vulnerable and he gets picked off. Flusha once again going to work, but it's just so effective on the side of Renegades, trading back and forth. Into the post plant though, Asa, early spot. Now Crims realizes there's only one alive on the site, and he knows he's low. Asa now 1v2 clutch, can he make it happen? Crims is here, but he's got his teammate behind him. Brolan with the spot, and Brolan with the headshot.
Yeah, great stuff from Brolan. He opens and closes the round there. The aggression towards second middle will find Jacob at the very start there. A flashbang from his teammate enabled him to get a really clean shot, and it was impressive from Renegades there to actually get that close. But remember, they fully invested there. Luckily, with the bomb planted, they have another buy, but compromises have to be made once again. Jacob, 3,800. Same story, JKS. Gratz and Asa have enough for a full buy here. They'll have to buy at this point. Can't take another partial. It's getting too close to the end of the half. It's 6-7 as fnatic will take the lead on their map pick. If you are just joining us, this is our final best of 3 of the day. Opening day of the tournament, I should say. We get 4 best of 3s pretty much every day throughout this tournament. Even more so if you're watching the B stream as well. Probably like 6 total. A lot of Counter-Strike to keep up with. But this could be the final map of the day. Of Renegades, after picking up their pick of Mirage, can close things out here on Inferno.
Rinse, repeat. This time, Grat not going to take... Oh, never mind.
Hi.
Incendiary's all over the place.
Yeah.
He still winds up with only half HP. This guy's been playing the game on hard mode for this map.
He has.
It's just, you get to, by default, start the beginning of the round with 50 HP.
Do you know when you're playing Doom and you get down to like 20 HP and your face at the bottom is all like bloody, you got black eyes, you're just kind of breathing?
Yeah.
That's kind of what he's at right now. Like, he's just kind of limping around, getting battered and bruised every single round. 52 HP this time. And we'll see them go for Mikator. The MAC-10 has been out a lot in this first half, I have to say. The adds up. The holder this time, it is a very effective weapon. It's a run and gun. It can be surprising and overwhelming on a map like Inferno. You catch a CT of a grenade in their hands, it can really get out of control very quickly.
And man, fnatic, talk about a decision to go passive in this round. No peeking, no nothing, hang way, way back. 45 seconds left, and there are no smokes left in play here for fnatic either. So they really do have to just wait for Renegades to commit and then go for some of these flashes. They have been very effective with their anti-flashes, so it's something to keep in mind. Incendiary goes down at the entrance to B, but that's it. That's the last big grenade that they've got to work with. 3 flashes left here for fnatic. They hit a perfect one earlier, but now it's going to be Golden. Flash comes in here from Renegades. Flusha with the spray. Golden's going to find the headshot on Azza, and Golden mowing him down. Going with the quad. Not going to get the ace. Flusha there. But Golden with the quad kill of the defense on B.
Yeah, he really is stepping up. That B bomb side is like a fortress right now on the Fnatic side. And they're happy to have him there most rounds by himself, and you can see why. Great positioning, especially against the Krieg as well. He can just chew through the opposition. Fnatic have now won the half in what looked like a desperate situation for them. Remember, they were 5-1 down to kick off this CT campaign. They're showing tenacity. Crims with 14 kills, Golden with 12, and we'll see now with Galil's. The money's been a massive problem for Renegades in the latter stage of this first half. They've made some interesting decisions financially, and the grenade, it's Gratisfaction down to 57 once again. He just can't catch a break.
It's just meant to be. It's just meant to be. He's not going to catch a break so far this first half. Crims mows Jacob down. And, well, looking the wrong way, as I'm not expecting the buzz. And this is going to be the Fnatic lockdown here on defense. Excellent work from Fnatic. Not a single point of damage taken so far. Well, of course, that had to ruin it, JKS. But there you go. 9-6, end of the half here. Fnatic on the CT side, getting the job done. And now, well, we're going to have to see, do they turn it around? Are we going to map 3, Henry? We'll find out right after the break.
Let's do it.
And we're back from the break. Renegades turning it around into a loss of the half, at least. Because for a second there, I was
exactly.
like, wait a second, Renegades? No. They're the ones who started out really strong and then only got 1 round in like the last 10 rounds of the half. So it is Fnatic who are running the show here after the first half. They had a fantastic recovery there on the CT side. They finish it with 9 rounds. And so Renegades now, we need to see some magic from them here, Henry, or we could be staring down the barrel of a 3rd map.
Which is Dust 2, which I'm always excited to cast, to be honest with you. And I don't think Renegades want to see it. I don't think anyone... what time we got to? It's 11:30. The jet lag really will be kicking in about now for Renegades. They want to close this one out right now if they can. That would be ideal. But unfortunately for them, they had a 5-1 start. It somehow led them to a 9-6 deficit.
So bizarre as well. They looked so good at the beginning there. But there was a lot of rinse and repeat, and it looked like Fnatic made some good adjustments with their nade use. They were constantly punishing Gratisfaction. If you're going to take Banana, cool, we'll give it to you, except that here's a whole bunch of shrapnel too. And some flames. I mean, there were adjustments made by Fnatic, and well, that's definitely something that'll help things here for Renegades.
Well, not that for Grab, though, but there it is. He sticks to landing. That's been a rough first half for him, but that's a great shot. Good recovery, and now 5-on-3. Pretty much just have to commit towards B here, and basically just hope you get a plant. We've discussed this. If you get that plant down, you can bring the Kriegs out. even if you lose the pistol. So now that's the next objective. fnatic can still win the round, of course, but it's looking unlikely. The plan will be their first port of call here, but it looks like that's going to be a fantasy. As flasha will find the only kill they're going to get. So now they have an option. Do they go for the force buy in the second with Deagle's armor and a few bits of grenades, or take a full eco and get the AKs out in the next round? That's going to be a big decision to make here, and indicative as to who will be taking this map. Looks like they'll take the full eco. The thing is, these teams like to buy the last.
Waiting until the last 2 seconds.
The last second is when they all go for it. So I won't say they've confirmed that just yet, but it looks like they will. Glocks across the board, full eco. Nothing really to get excited about. If they can get the bomb down, great. 5 MP9s. Now, I'm not a huge fan of that because it means the next round when you are up against the AKs, you really are in a tough spot. But that will be a true bonus round at that point. 5 MP9s up against 5 AKs.
Interesting decision making here, but we'll see how it pans out. You're right. Good point to bring up. Lots of nades getting thrown in here as well. fnatic doing a good job of staying hunkered down. Not taking any damage here from the early utility. So Renegades are holding close, but that's what they want with the MP9s. Thing is, for Renegades, they're still not quite sure. I mean, they're not getting any nades sent their way, so that's got to be a little bit of an indicator, perhaps. You don't want to be stepping right in face first to a CZ or something terrible like that as well. But it is going to be fnatic not going for the apartments play. Instead, just going to be charging straight up. Oh, not even short. They go up arch instead. So this is interesting. They're putting themselves at range with Glocks. And it's a wrap over towards B. Fascinating. And B is completely open. So fnatic should be able to get a plant out of this.
Yeah, that's a little bit odd, isn't it? It's going to be JKS to try and shut that prospect down. He's going to be there in time at least. And they'll go for a default plant, I'd imagine. Maybe not. It looks like the bomb's going down behind the fountain just to give a bit more cover from Banana. So yes, they win the round cleanly. Bomb planted though. That means they can even get an AWP out now on the T side. So that's going to be interesting. I don't think they will, to be honest. But still, a successful round. Even that's funny to say. You don't get a single kill, and I'm saying a successful round just because they get that bomb plant down. That's huge for them.
That's what we're talking about a lot of the time here, Henry. Is it's about the money.
Yeah,
CS is about the money control. How much can you get possibly in a round, and how good are you at saving it going forward so that you keep extending your lead? It's all about money. And so, yeah, once again, you're pointing it out. MP9s, just chuck the MP9s. You can get 4 M4s. Just chuck the MP9s.
I'm interested to see what they're going to do with this one. Do you go for like a full-on assault down towards middle, or do you just play it like a normal gun round and use the smokes and lock them out? There are options here. I would say they'd lean towards the latter considering their setup right now. But you definitely want to get an advantage early if you can. The grenades, that's not bad. Every bit of damage you can do is so important here when you only got the MP9s here. Golden will have to be brave and run through the flames here. They're doing decent work. You can see them focusing towards the logs. No one there, actually. They're trying to push up, and it's going to be the first kill for Golden. Such a difficult round here for Renegades. I would say you need at least 2 rifles just to even consider these rounds to be successful. But there it is. First pick for fnatic. And there he goes. They're trying to recover now. Anything they can find. But no rifles to recover, of course. And they have to go for a gamble towards A, but looks at things. Jacob's just going to rotate over. They flashed over. Nothing was there. Azza might just go join them. To be honest, he's not going to be able to hold off an execution with an MP9 by himself. Might as well go join the boys.
Full gamble. Full gamble. I like it.
Yeah, why not?
You got to make a play here. And if this is the call, we'll see. Because fnatic right now you're going to start to see flusha work his way up to top Banana. Exactly.
Thing is, he likes this walking towards B by himself, so he might get the intel that B's open. That's not bad, though. That's the low JW being removed by Liaz. So now they do need to start getting players back towards B, because now they actually have a shout in the round. They're hoping that little aggressive push was enough to dissuade them from A, but it's anything but. Gratisfaction will get a low HP player in front of him first, but Golden hits one hell of a shot there, and now they've got an open A bomb site. Back and forth we go between the two, and Renegades just won't really have much of a look in here to try and retake this.
Yeah, I didn't even know that it was Golden facing him. That's so brutal. And so Renegades, yep, just have to rotate around and see if they can pick up any grenades, see if they can find anything to work with here. Golden is just going to have to stay hidden, but with him being so low, he can't hide in the site. He'll have to find a way out elsewhere. And there's flusha with a nice headshot. So 2-man advantage right now for fnatic. And Renegades are just going to be chilling out and letting this bomb go boom. They're not going to be able to go for the retake at all. And fnatic extending their lead. It's 9-8, soon to be 10-8. Double digits for fnatic. Jacob should get Golden here, yeah. And that's an AK. So unfortunate that Golden is on his own. Again, certain things like that, the details. But if he's not on his own, then Jacob doesn't get an AK potentially. And now you're not having to worry about the CT side getting an AK to hold on to. Nearly getting another one there, Bolan. Wise of him to keep an eye on it.
Tactical timeout, I would say, for Renegades. things starting to get a little bit uncomfortable here as we go to round
tripping out,
number 19. Yeah, I was
man.
like, well, I've seen this before. Well, here's the scoreboard graphic. We can see JKS at the very top with 14. And for fnatic, it'll be Crims with 16 frags. Golden beneath him. He's had a great showing here on Inferno, especially on that CT side towards the B bomb site. He was a rock. Renegades will have to try and replicate that as they bring out the AWP for grab. You can see compromises have to be made here. He'll have no armor. It will be a FAMAS for Liaz. And their financial management hasn't been great, I have to say. Like, the decisions they've made have been odd in some of the rounds. Like force buys when they haven't had to, MP9s across the board. I'd love to hear the analyst thoughts on that. Like, I remember there were French teams who were doing that back in the day, but generally speaking, never really worked out for anyone.
No, I never really appreciated the idea of the free round, right?
Yeah.
Why are you just not buying M4s and annihilating them? Why are you giving them the chance to have a round to come back into?
Yeah.
Even if you've got the money to buy the next round, doesn't matter. You're still letting them get the confidence of, great, that's a round, one less that we got to worry about.
Yeah.
So it's differences in strategies, differences in how you want to approach it. And again, beauty of CS, many ways to play this game.
Yeah, it all comes down to the minutiae pretty much every single round. We'll get into number 19 here, and we're under a minute mark. In terms of utility, just one smoke and a couple of flashes for the Swedes. Heading towards the arch side, there's the smoke towards library. Flashbang to come after, and that will be their cue to leave. The smoke is successful. Flashbang will go around the corner, and they could actually focus towards the spawn position here. Good damage from Azza, even more so towards Roland. He's applying so much pressure. He can see the assist coming in from himself as well as Jacob arrives at the scene of the crime. Much better as they're looking for a clean sweep here. It's a 5 versus 2. JW and Flusher, as always, the latter will be making his way in towards B. As I mentioned, he likes to probe this bomb site, and that's why he's so surgical with the AK-47. He gets his timings right every single time. This iconic duo of JW and Flusher up against a 4-on-2 situation. The problem is the bomb is down towards Arch. 7 seconds on the clock. The round will slip by the wayside, but still, Flusher did what he could. Took a player down with him. That's about as good as it got for them.
All right, and Flusher will have the money now as well. So they're getting quite a bit, actually. They will have the money to buy some nades, and there will be another buy round coming up here for fnatic. So, as far as Renegades are concerned, the work continues. Gratisfaction held on to the AWP, so we'll have that to play with next round, and Liaz as well. So Liaz has the FAMAS, rather, held on to that. So we will have Renegades in a position right now to take the fight to Renegades, or to fnatic. Because the nades, they're there, they're not the best, and JW, man, really squeaking by with just a scout and the Kevlar helmet. So let's see, early plays here from Gratisfaction. HE plus Molly combo, so brutal. Golden getting some shrapnel too. This is getting out of hand. Just constant nade pressure and banana.
Yeah, he's had a rough day in the office here in Inferno, but still, you know, we'll go back towards the B bomb side of his tail between his legs. 61 HP this time, so at least not in the 50s. Oh, good grenade potential here from JKS. Bouncing off the skybox.
Come on.
Let's see if he can get the timing right. It looks dead on to me, but it goes just over. So he's aiming for players towards the half wall, but no one there to receive it. Golden, the player who was low, was by the barrels. He's absolutely fine. And a B finish looks very likely here. A bit of presence towards middle. But Brolan just going to be using that smoke, the Molotov, the flush, and any potential CTs on the other side. But a B execution looks very likely here. That incendiary is not a big deal. They still have plenty of time to maybe just have more contact play. And as soon as they get to the choke point, smokes down, trade. Here we go.
Yeah, and now it's about hitting shots. They're out of time pretty much. Smokes and Molly's going down. Let's see it. There's the first shot from Gratisfaction. Not going to miss that one. Looking for the follow-up, double scope, and he just cannot compliment on it. He can't actually make it work. JKS, though, finds one. Looking for a second. JKM is going to actually just waste him. And JW now 1v2, 1v1. Nope, never mind. I tried to call it, but...
I trust. I do that all the time. Never works out for me.
That's a tough one. 10-10 tied up. Renegades fighting back. Can't save the op.
Oh, what's this? You got like the fisheye lens on the camera now?
It's just getting out of hand, though. It's like JKS, JKM,
JKM,
and ASBR, and the JW, and now we're just
there is a lot of J's out there right now. You're right. I think we can let you off.
It's getting a bit tardy in the evening here. So.
Well, we got it to midnight yet? Almost. 11:45. It's this is where things start to get a bit strange, Sam. We still have a potential third map to come up here as well.
And yes, we do.
That will be Dust 2 if required, which is difficult to call right now. It's on a dime because we've got 10-10 T-side for fnatic. Looking at their money, they have enough for a partial buy here at the very most. It's 2.5K per player, so I don't think it's like it's at that really frustrating point. It's not enough to justify going all in, and not enough for a full eco. So you're just like, okay, let's just work out what we can bring to the table here. P250 seem to be the port of call instead of CZs, and a couple of HGs, 3 of them now. So maybe a bombardment of grenades towards top of middle or towards the corner of Banana. I think that would, considering Gratisfaction was towards the CT corner of Banana last round, you can pre-nade that position. That's quite common. Let's see if that's the case. Who knows?
Cool thing is, Henry, we're about to find out.
Yeah,
So-
that's the beauty of all this.
Exactly. Don't even need to wait around that long. Minute 40, something's going to have to happen, and it's going to be soon. Ooh, peekaboo. Doesn't hit it, though. Gratisfaction giving it away. They know where the op is now, fnatic. And fnatic on their side, they have a single smoke left to them, so curious to see where JW is going to elect to use that one. We've seen him trying to get it down here to cut off Arch side. And it's looking like that's going to be the setup again. And as soon as those nades start going in, they're so valuable for fnatic. Multi-nades onto Liaz, just trying to melt them. JKF though, just holding his own.
All back. There we go. Go down eventually. And Gratisfaction needs to be very careful. He doesn't need another kill.
Yeah.
He needs to hold on to the orb.
Holding close against CZs is not a great play, and there's the M4, and there it is. Okay, so managing to play the angles, that's smart CS. You get into the where, especially with the AWP, you hold back, they have to come to you. You have every advantage at that point.
Yeah, ideally as an AWPer, you're finding your kill or taking your shot and you're falling back. There's like 4 different lines in that position. You're holding the first on the aggressive line, then back to Arch, then back to the statue and Arch, back to library, and then you're kind of going for a procedure like that. So it's great stuff from Gratisfaction. He played that very well. A chance he went down there, but he's confident in his own ability. And they'll take the lead. Renegades 11, fnatic with 10. They have no sniper, not really required here on the T side of Inferno. We've talked about that to death, I would say. We're not going to get into that right now. And it will be round 22 coming in. Flusher looking to make his way towards B again. Gratisfaction, you can see him rolling his eyes there. He actually had the awareness of a player coming out of the underpass position, but didn't have the scope.
Once again, just total bombardment. And
Gratisfaction
again, down to 50.
I want to check out the utility damage on fnatic. They've done so much.
I think right now it's just agony. Utility damage.
Yeah, Flush has done 282, Golden 233, and yeah, everyone's in the hundreds, which is pretty rare actually. That's pretty wild.
It's solid. It's just been the constant back and forth battle in Banana. Just constant damage getting cranked. But we've lost JKS here for Renegades. Excuse me. Man advantage for fnatic. It would be like Flusha to just get a headshot through the smoke here, but he is going to take some damage. HE follow-up, dodges it nimbly. And so fnatic still maintaining that man advantage, so important. Flusha is trying to make as much noise over here as possible, hoping to create an opportunity over here towards the A site, but it's Gratisfaction. Takes down Brolan. 4v4, and this time it comes through for JW.
That's a great shot. Liaz now with the pressure applied towards that pit position. He is alone. He throws a preemptive smoke in the corner, but it looks like JW knows exactly where he is. Bounces that Molotov we saw in the first half. Makes things a bit more uncomfortable, but Liaz, he's looking strong. It's a 3-on-3. Bomb down towards A. CT rotation's going to be slow, though. Jacob's still in towards that B site.
What was Jacob doing? What was he waiting on over there? I guess he thought that there was some kind of flank that was going to happen, so he didn't want to run out into the open. But that's going to leave Az in a real tight spot. And Az is just not going to be able to pull it off. 1v3 retake, unlikely now for Renegades. Jacob, it's a rough spot, man. Right now he's just hoping for an exit, perhaps, or at least to try and get them low enough where if they go in the pit, they're just going to go boom. Crimson's got to run out towards apartments, though. And Golden will survive it. So maybe save the AWP. That's going to be the play here for Jacob. Yep.
That's all he can do. That'll be fine. 3 players survive on the fnatic side. We've got 11-11 here as we get into round 23, of course. Jacob will save the AWP. JKS will throw it over to Gratisfaction in the end. Flusher, once again, alone towards B. He makes it work time and time again. JKS trying to hold in the frustration, but he saw it there visibly. 5 AKs, no Kriegs. Quite rare to see that in today's game, I have to say. You like to see it, Sam. It must warm your heart as well. Oh, yeah. It certainly does mine. I don't like that Krieg.
I closed my eyes and I said, wait, hold on. JW, Crims. What year is it?
Yeah.
What year is it, Henry? 8Ks. What's going on?
Oh, look at that as well. We've got a whole river of flames as we'll see the exchange take place. No damage inflicted to Gratisfaction this time, but he has got a glass cannon once again. That's going to be the AWP of no armor.
Yeah, this time he actually has to kind of play it safe.
Yeah, reel it in.
Don't just go charging into Banana to eat nade damage again. Take him close. There it is. First shot. Gets the fade away as well. That's the setup for Azza, but Azza isn't even tested. Liz instead is going to find Golden, and Azza just finally takes the shot and wins it. Well, this is certainly a way to get back into the swing of things here for Renegades. 11-11, and it's a 5v2 versus fnatic.
Yeah, this is a much better round. The money's been a real issue. You can see for both teams at this stage, there's just been so many close rounds, so many tight situations where a couple of kills have been the difference maker. Crimson 4 HP, Flusher with 100, but they've only got a Molotov between the two of them in a 5 versus 2 now. And they make their way towards top of middle. I don't even know what the play would be at this point. Gratisfaction maybe being a little overzealous this time, and down he goes. They really need to hold on to this money. They could have just held the crossfires, but there's an opening now. 30 seconds. Azza, you can see he's just trying to play it real safe at this point. Nice Molotov. That takes away vision. Liaz, very tentative toward that pit. This is a round Renegades cannot afford to give away.
And they can't afford to really drop anybody else. Their money, they need to be building here. fnatic under pressure. 17 seconds on the clock. Trying to find the angles here, but they're doing a good job of hiding. Renegades playing the clock themselves. They know that fnatic are the ones who are under pressure. They're the ones who have to make the play. Flusha going to get the drop on Liaz here in a moment, but he's lost his teammate in the meantime, and he is going to get caught. Liaz with the double at the end. 12-11 for Renegades. And, well, fnatic now, I mean, they hadn't completely reset the loss bonus, of course, and so they will have enough money to go for a buy here in this round if they really want to squeak it. They could get 3 rifles and do a kind of half buy with Crimson Flusha.
Well, that's about as good as it gets, I think. So we do have Tech 9, bit of a throwback coming through for Golden.
Man, really, what year is it?
Yeah, Deagle is at a PD50. They've got every pistol you can pretty much imagine. I like that from Grat. Flashbang decent, the shot not so much. He does spot one. I think he's confirmed they're on pistols. No damage, really, except apart from Gratisfaction, of course. He takes the traditional about 40 to 50 damage at the start of the round as he goes down to 69.
It is kind of turning into a bit of a meme now.
Yeah.
I mean, Grat, come on, man. It's not in your contract. You don't have to take damage like that every round.
Ooh, that's a nice incendiary. That forces them into a push here. JKS with that smoke out will segregate them. They might have a chance here, you know. Oh, that kill decides it. I said JW could sneak through on the reload there. There was a window of opportunity.
Oh, beautiful. And it's full-on carpet bomb here. Oh, doesn't get the plant either.
Damn. Nice work.
Yep, solid. There we go. 13-11 now.
And 5 survive. That's the big news there. The fact they've got everyone staying alive. They've got a 13-11, a bit of a buffer. They've got 1 buy if they do lose this round now, so they're a bit more comfortable. Like we said, the Renegades sometimes have issues closing games out. Round 25 to come in. fnatic, so good at getting back into situations where they have the disadvantage. AWP, I think for the first time for JW on the T side. See if he can make this one work. He has no helmet. Keep that in mind against these M4s. There are a couple of AKs in the mix as well.
There it is.
Get out of there, Grat. You've done your job now.
Including taking the damage.
Yes. Everything, both boxes have been checked. That's it. They've done enough.
Oh, HE over the top. Yeah, Flusha getting dunked on. 57 HP from him. That's painful. Renegades might be hitting their stride now. It's fnatic who are feeling the heat. 13-11. Renegades 3 points off winning the series. fnatic now light on the nades. Only 2 guys with any kind of utility to speak of. They said 2 smokes and 2 mollies. Those are the big ones that we're going to be keeping an eye on here that will allow fnatic to push onto a site or at least make their lives easier. Would also help if JW could kill a few people. But
that would help.
Let's see. Flusha in the meantime lurking towards B, and it is going to be the setup here towards the A site. fnatic will get that smoke on library, and they're going to be working their way up. Jacob trying to rotate around. He's going to cover Arch. Brolan now going to be in position to get the punish on him. It will be the duel. This is the moment.
Ooh, clinical execution of Brolan there. That's a good shot from Jacob. Hold strong towards the arch. Now, Gratisfaction needs to hold his nerve. Can't be too aggressive here. This is a great angle to hold. No smokes down, and that's more like it. There's going to be 3 kills for Grat, and JW is sent packing back toward the T-steps. 15 seconds remaining. Not really much you can do with this one, I'm afraid. It's going to be 14-11. Much better from Renegades. These are really convincing rounds now, Seven. You can see, once again, 5 players surviving, barely any damage taken apart from Grat. And it will be JW having to save this sniper rifle here. Just the frequency of the wireless, but The news has come through. Renegades are on track for a 2-0.
Yeah, back-to-back flawless rounds. Now the money's going to be solid. It's looking up here for Renegades. And odds there for GG bet. Anybody betting Renegades, it's a happy day for them.
It's a very happy day. Well, the job is not completed yet.
You're right. You're right. But I mean, if Grat can actually start chaining some kills together like this, that was a big round from him. I mean, he's been consistent, but those are the kinds of rounds that'll turn it around for you, that'll really get things going. And he is going to get the run boost again in position. Woo! And JW was ready for it. JW was ready for it. You went back-to-back for those kinds of plays, buddy. That's a rough one. JW, you can't pull a fast one like that on JW, man.
It was a fast one as well. The run boost, like that was a difficult shot to land from JW. Nails it. 4 pistols here. 1 AWP. They can see them scrambling away, trying to hide all the weaponry, stash it away.
Well played.
Yeah, that is well played. Still advantage Renegades in my book. We'll see what they can do with it. I like the quad boost. This, like we said, once a half, this is great.
Let's see it. Oh, he knows. Jacob knows. Heard the scope. Steps out into it as well. 2 quick kills. Looking for a third. Very difficult. But Cribs gets the reply onto Jacob.
Yeah, he brings him back in the round. They're going to go back towards B here, I think. Good smoke. Flusher always at the mouth of that B bomb site. He has such a disturbing presence there. You never know where he's going to be. Has he already made his way towards well? You have to check everything. Be so aware. The orb's now confirmed towards on the B side of the map. JKS playing an aggressive angle. The flashbang catches him, and so do the bullets. Now it's up to Azza to save the day here. Renegades can't find 15 just yet, it seems. Azza will have to let the bomb go down. The rotations come through. Talk about tenacity. fnatic are full of it.
They've still got 2 smokes. They've got 2 flashes and a smoke, though, on Renegade's side. They have some utility to work with here. So, obviously, if you can get in here and just get the kill. But, yeah, smoking off Banana. He's going to put some pressure on Brolan. Both of the rifles still at the back of the site, though. And so now it's going to be the play. Azza swarming in. Finds the first on Flusha. Looking at the back corner. Crims wins the duel, though. It puts Leas in an impossible situation. Not real, though. He still gets that kill. Brolan, though, he's a vet. Smoke is holding, and it's actually going to plan out. Does he get it done? No, Brolan denies it.
There we go.
So close.
Finds the AWP as well. But remember, we had 2 rounds back-to-back where Renegades kept 5 players alive there. Sure, fnatic win that, but that was them fully invested, right, with everything. They have 1 player surviving. They won via kills as well, not explosions. That's 3250 on top. They saved the AWP. JW can drop a weapon. Well, I think it was Brolan, I beg your pardon. But they still have a pretty decent buy, but they're fully invested again. Still good news for Renegades, considering when it made it so close. They can win this round and get series point. There'll be nothing left for fnatic here. But that's a huge one for fnatic to pick up there. 1 AWP and some deagles, and it's enough. Just about, with a couple of seconds to spare.
Such a sick read. It's just burning leg Banana, man. That is a toasted one. Still control, but nice nades onto fnatic. They're the ones who are taking the brunt of the damage here. Renegades pummeling them. 14-12. Renegades in the lead still. 1:20 on the clock in the round. And fnatic finally getting control of top mid. Creating a little bit of room for them to work with here. And they are getting control of top Banana as well. And so now it's going to come down to decision time here for fnatic. They have all the nades necessary to full execute wherever they want to go.
Well,
they've had success on B, so I'm thinking just go back B.
Well, the bomb's down to T-steps, so they still have plenty of options. But I have to say, this has been one entertaining map. Jacob surely doesn't get 2, but they'll have the man advantage. 4 on 3. Golden down to 53 as well. They have to go B now. There's no other option. They've lost full mid control. Time is ticking away. Azza knows it. JKS, the strongest member of Renegades now to at least get 1 kill. That's all he needs. He absolutely nails it. Low HP there on Golden as well. Surely this is where they find series point. Remember, the money will be crushed as well. JKS plays this to perfection, but Golden hits a better shot. How's he done that? He pulls it off. The bomb will be planted, and Gratisfaction can do nothing about it. He's got the AWP, but so does JW. He misses the shot, and this is now a huge, huge problem for Renegades.
Oh, Molly forcing JW into the open. This is all on Golden now. He can do it as well if they line up, but they win the duel.
Damn.
Working together, and they get the retake done. Renegades match point. 15-12, and fnatic, man, they're making them work for it.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? I'm getting a bit sweaty just casting this one. Like, there's so much pressure out there right now. fnatic just don't go down without a fight. They make every round is agonizing. That was 4 on 2. Golden had, what, 13 HP? He gets a double headshot, gets the bomb planted, and that's what saves him. Look, there's a Khalil there. They didn't have that extra $800 per player. They would not have 5 rifles right now. It all comes down to that plan. Flasher has AK, no grenades. Brolan has a Khalil. If they didn't have that extra 800, this should be a GG. But still, of course, the bomb gets planted some way, somehow. They're going in round number 28. And I'll tell you what, I think fnatic probably going to win it. I hope they do at least. The drama that they're creating on the server right now is palpable.
Pommeling. Oh, he still gets it, but JKS with the nade. Unreal. That's a lot of the utility used up here for fnatic, for both teams, in fact. Single smoke left, and that's on JKS. Now Flusha.
He loves it.
He's so good at working his way into this site, but this time they really are putting the focus on it early. JKS this time gets a drop on him. JW going to be there to trade. 3-on-3. And still the focus. I like this from Renegades. They had the early presence, and fnatic really decided to change it up and try and head over here early in the round. Picking up on trends. The analyst will definitely mention it, and Crims catches JKS sleeping. They're not done yet here, Henry.
I think they have to save. Yeah, they do. The money's broken. My goodness, fnatic have done it again. How do they keep cracking up in that B site? It was a 3-on-3. JKS with 2 massive frags, and still it's not enough.
I think that's what's going on here is that fnatic, Golden, he's figuring out that Renegades have got this tendency to really focus on A, and they're leaving JKS over on B alone a lot.
Sure.
I thought in this round when we saw 3 go there early for Renegades that, okay, this is actually going to be a situation where Renegades are going to stack B and actually leave 2 there and hope to bait them in.
Sure.
Except that Golden was there early and just came right in at the beginning of the round.
Unreal
so
scenes.
They're going all over the place right now, man. This is getting into the mind games of the in-game leaders.
Well, Grak can drop at least 1 weapon, but do you want your AWP to completely destroy his own finances? But you've got an AWP and an AK there. That's the other side of the coin. JKS can buy himself, Azza not so much. I feel like they will buy into this. I haven't seen any shotguns today. I wouldn't mind one. Maybe a cheeky Mag 7. Can do damage on Inferno. And you can see Kassar doing the math there. He's just like, right, we are buggered. We've got no money. We can feel this one slipping away, but we have got the AWP and the AK. What will they do with this one?
This is when you want to be the fly on the wall here.
This is like, I would never want to be a coach. There's so much pressure. And these sort of moments that it's like, you run out of ideas, you pause, it's like, so, what do we do? This is like, this call could decide everything. Like, you buy up into this one and lose it, it's going overtime. If you take the full eco, you're probably not going to win the round, but you're going to struggle to try and save the AK and the AWP, which is so valuable. But there is a chance. I feel like they're going to take, well, I can see now. I've got P250s for JKS and Azza. A Deagle for Jacobs. They've gone for the much more conservative approach, and that's fine because they have a buffer of a couple of rounds in. Not a big buffer, but they can afford to let this round go at least. Really don't want to get into overtime territory, but I guess they have a slight edge if they'd start on the CT side. That's about as good as it gets, but obviously you do not want to enter that realm when you've been up on series point for a couple of rounds now.
This is when it starts getting tense. This is when you start seeing some top-notch CS. Flush has worked his way through the smoke as well. And there's the shot from Gratisfaction. There it is.
That's more like it. They need to get that AK if possible, and fnatic, no, I think they're going to try and throw that one away. I'm going to keep my eyes on towards Golden. It's going to be Liaz to find the next kill here. 5 versus 3. But remember, 3 players without any armor or rifles here. But fnatic aren't aware of that, so they might not be throwing away the weapons just yet. Gratisfaction holds strong towards B. Is he by himself? He's not. He has got JKS with him. But they want to recover that rifle if possible, but no one wants to make the move, as Golden will struggle to jump up towards half wall here. Gets up there. In the end, lining up what looks to be maybe a Molotov towards the new boxes here, or Shadow. It's actually going to be towards Coffins like that, and that would have been the kill.
Yeah,
that would have done it.
Instead, now it's still possible here for fnatic. JW now control as Jacob takes down Crims. In the meantime, that was up on short. JW though sneaking through. He's got that AK. He's looking to catch a flank here, and he might actually pull it off. Gratisfaction could get caught out in the open here in CT, and that could really throw things out of control.
4 bullets.
It's 2 seconds left. It's 2 seconds left. And there it is. JW finds him. 24 seconds on the clock. And Golden finds the headshot on JKS.
Here we go.
Where's the bomb? Bomb is bottom mid.
Oh, dear.
What?
They're getting all the kills, but now they've got 15 seconds. They have no choice. Golden has to run in. That's going to be a GG. They can just go AFK now. They can just go hide, and you can hear the screams coming in already. JW has to get both kills. It's all done. It's going to be 16-13. Wasn't the prettiest way to close things out in a 5-on-2, but they did manage to stick the landing. There it is. Confirmation. JW, a frustrating way to let that one go, but the result is 2-0 in favor of Renegades. They are back. They are looking strong. They definitely have some work to do in terms of the financial decision, Samuel. That was the main taking for me, but they've got it. They've got the 2-0.
But they're getting some shots in there. They're playing with more confidence. Gratisfaction, despite having probably one of the hardest maps of Inferno.
Yeah.
I just always half HP, still going for the aggressive peaks, still trying to make the plays. He pulled it off. And fnatic just didn't go their way today. That was a real rough turn of events. It looked like they were pulling it back on Inferno. But clear frustration here for the players. They gave it their all. But Crims is not looking. I mean, this, when you want to really go back on back in time, right? This used to be Crim's most powerful map where he just obliterated everybody that came at him.
Towards Banana.
There was just no breaking it. They just run everybody out. So, still some work left for Flusha.
Absolutely.
And Fnatic.
That wasn't
thinking Flusha too. But
it wasn't the best look for Fnatic today. After winning DreamHack Malmo as well, we were hoping they would come in like, all guns blazing. But remember, this is just day one. This was not a knockout game or anything like that. It's late in the evening, and I hope the quality will improve. We had to have some interesting games today. Some very exciting ones. I really enjoyed that Inferno match. You could see that even on day one, there was a lot of tension towards the end of that map.
That's the thing, exactly. And man, tense when you're thinking about it because they keep getting up to map point. You're just like, can they do it or not?
Yeah.
But all the players are feeling that. But you're all right. This is actually where we're going to have to see the switch over from the players, and all of us, in fact, this is going to be a marathon.
It really is for everyone.
It's 4 best of 3s. There was a time when we swore off 4 best of 3s in a day and said never again. I'm wondering what happened when I was gone, Henry. You let the ball, you dropped the ball.
You left me in charge, and that was your first mistake.
It's just gone. It's just gone. Now we got 4 best of 3s 5 days in a row. But the players have got to be thinking about it in terms of a marathon.
Yeah.
Who's going to stay sharp? How do you manage your energy? Fun little anecdote, actually. Fnatic were one of the first teams to actually cut out sugar to not mess with their blood sugar so that they would always try and stay at the same kind of energy level throughout the day. In those long days back in the day, they were the first team to do it, to actually start that sort of stuff. So it was like black coffee, if anything. So, I mean, those are the kinds of tricks that teams are going to have to start pulling out here. They need to start coming into energy conservation mode. How do you stay sharp for 12 hours and still be able to hit headshots?
Well, you and I can go practice that in the bar after this. How about that? We will throw it down to the interview right now with